Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Lecture number 4, unit number 8. The title of the unit is Function and Graphs. In this video lecture, we will discuss the two example. Example number 1, which is related to the function, that whether if we have a mapping from set x to set y, let's say f is our mapping, f is our function from x to y, then you need to check these mappings, either they are functions or not. So this is question number 1, example number 1 of this video lecture. In example number 2, we will discuss to evaluate this given function 8x is equal to 2, 8x is equal to t, and 8x is equal to x plus 2. So this is the target of this video lecture. Now coming towards the example 1. In example 1, if I before to discuss this, I briefly revise the definition of a function. That what is a function? In simple word, that function is such a rule or technique in which for each input, mean for each domain value, you must have a unique one and only one output. So if I take a function, let's say this is set A and this is set B, and there is a mapping between from set A to set B, and let's say that is F, and here we have in set A we have elements, let's say 1 2 3, and in set B we have elements 1 4 and 9. Now let's say if we put 1 in this function, in this mapping, and we get 1, let's say we put 2 in this function and we get 4, and let's say if we put 3 in this function and let's say we get 9. So if I need to check that this mapping is a function or not, so first of all I will see to the domain values. This is my domain. Domain in this case is 1 2 3. Inputs are, remember that inputs, the values that you put in the function, mean the independent quantities, are always domain, but those independent quantities mean those inputs on which the function must give a defined value, so that will be the domain. So now in this case this is the domain. So first of all, if you want to check that this f from A to B is a function or not, so what you will check, you will see to the domain. If the domain values are core, mean for each value you have some value in the range, but remember that for each value of the domain you must have a unique output. So you see that here for 1 you have unique output 1, here for 2 you have unique output 4, for 3 you have unique output 9. So for each input we have a unique output. So this f from A to B, this mapping is a function because for each input we have unique output. And now this function is onto A as well as 1 1. Onto is because that set B, which is your codomain, is actually equal to range, and for each image we have a unique pre-image. So this is a function, this is onto function, A as well as this is 1 1 function. So it means that a mapping from f from A to B is actually a bijective function. So that's how you will check that the given mapping is a function or not. So our target here is, this is the example 1, you have set x and set y, and your mapping is from set x to set y. you see in part A, part B and part C. This is your mapping. This is your given mapping. Okay, this you may also say this is my correspondence. Mean if takes the values from the set X and map that values in set Y. You see that this F take the value from set X, which is A, and map that value with 1, which is the value of set Y. So actually this is that's why this is called mapping. If take values from X and map that values to the values of the set Y. So this mapping, first of all I want to check that is this mapping is a function or not. So you see that this is your domain, these are your inputs. So remember that from the definition of the function that for each input you must have a unique output. So you see that this is your input. For this input the output is 1, mean this function map this point A on 1. So okay, this is a unique output. Okay, now you will see to the next output, the next domain value, which is B. So B, when you plug that in this mapping, so this mapping map this B on value 3 of the set Y, mean which is your codomain. So this is also unique, you clearly see that. But now for the input C you have no value, mean when you plug C, which is your input, which is your domain value in the function, so what you will get, that is not mentioned here. So that's why, because of this point that C is not mapped on a value of a Y, that's why this function is, this mapping, this relation, this rule you can say is not a function. In precise you may write it a rule. So this rule is not a function because for the input C we have no value in the set Y. So why this is not a function? So the reason for this rule is the figure A does not, or the rule which is given in A does not define a function because the element C of the set X has not been assigned any element of Y. So this is the reason for this, and this is not a function. Not a function. Now moving towards the part B. You all know that for each input you must have a unique output. So if you see to this rule, for A you have unique output 2. Whenever you plug A in this rule, in this machine, you will always get 2. So 2 is unique image for A, and A is the pre-image of 2 under this function, under this rule. Now we will check that it is a function or not. So don't say a function. Now you will see to the C, when you plug C in this rule, in this machine, you will also get 2. So 2 is also unique for this C, because whenever you plug C you will get 2. So in that sense 2 is also a unique image of C under this function, as well as 2 is a unique image of A under this function. Okay, unique in the sense that whenever you plug A as many times as you can, or you can put C as many times as you can, so you will always get 2, and 2 is a unique for both A and C. So now up to now this is okay, this satisfies the conditions of the function. But if you see to B, when you plug B, so you will get 1, and when you plug B you will get 3. So you see that whenever you plug B, so sometimes you will get 1, sometimes you will get 3. So you see that, you clearly see that from B you have the arrow towards 1 as well as arrow towards 3. So that's why this is not a function, because for this input, for this domain value, you have more than one output in the set Y. So it means that for the input B you didn't have a unique output. So that's why this is not a function. So this is not a function. B is also not a function. Now why, if I explain it a little more, so the figure B or the rule B does not define a function because the element B of X has been assigned two elements of y. You see that b assigned two elements of y. So according to the definition on input b, you didn't have a unique output, so that's why this is not a function. Come towards the c, the rule c. Now for these are the input values. For 1 you have a unique output 1, okay. For b you have unique output 2, okay. For c you also have a unique output 1. Now in this case you didn't need to confuse yourself that 1 is the image of a as well as 1 is the image of c, okay. For the one which is the image of a and c, they have two pre-images, but for a and c, the one is a unique image under this function. One is unique in the sense that whenever you plug a as many times as you can, so you will always get 1. So in that sense 1 is unique, as well as when you plug c in this function as many times as you can, so you will get 1. So 1 is unique in that sense. So that's why in this rule, in this figure c, you clearly see that for each input you have unique output, and it is that didn't necessary that for every value of y you must have some pre-image in x. This is not necessary for the function. This is necessary for the onto function, but it is not necessary for the function. So that's why this is a function. This is a function. ftn is for the function. So the figure c does define a function. The figure c define a function because every element of the x has been assigned a unique element of y. It may be noted that definition of the function does not require that element of y should be an image of some element of x, which I explained from here. That it is not necessary that for each element of the y you must have some pre-image in x. It is necessary for the onto function. So this is a function, and this function is not onto function, as well as this function is not one function. So this function is not a bijective. This is not onto because of the there is no pre-image for 3 under this mapping, as well as 1 has two pre-images. So that's why this is not 1. So this is a function. So this is example number 1. Now moving towards the example number 2, which is a very easy example. Now you just need to plug when you are finding g of 2 is g of x is equal to minus x square plus 4 plus 1. Part A, if you want to find out g of 2 mean replace x by 2. So on this right hand side replace x by 2. So minus as it is, 2 in place of x, square as it is, plus as it is, 4 as it is. In case of x you will write 2, this is 1. So from here you will get minus 4 plus 8 plus 1. So this will be equal to plus 5. So it means that this function gives you 5 on the value 2. If you want to calculate g of t, so g of t means replace x by t. So that will become t square plus 4t plus 1. You see that I am just replacing in this given function x by t. Now in C you need to replace x by x plus 2. So minus, in place of x you will write x plus 2 because in the argument or in the input of this function, this is also called argument, we have x plus 2 instead of x. So here is x. This definition is given. This definition is given. You see this definition is given. So I am writing x plus 2 in place of x, 4, this is x plus 2 and this is 1. So this is minus, this is x square plus 4 plus 4x, this is 4x plus 8 plus 1. I am using x plus 2 whole a plus b whole square formula, which is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So minus x square minus 4 minus 4x plus 4x plus 8 plus 1. So these two are cancelled. This is minus x square, this is minus 4 and plus 9. So you will get plus 5. So when in this function, when x is replaced by x plus 2, this is your argument. So you will get minus x square plus 5. So this is the simple example. Okay, now Okay, this is the simple example. Inshallah, in coming video we will discuss the linear, quadratic and square root functions. Thank you.